Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage huntsville. Y'all know what y'all hear. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Please do not forget to follow me on all my platforms, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, and also TikTok. I don't know why I said Twitter. But anyways, we need to talk about an article that came out by none other than Crystal Jordan, you guys. And it says the following. It says, will Love and Marriage Huntsville fail without Melody Cherie? It says, Love and Marriage Huntsville remain OWN's top-rated series this season. Did it? Because I didn't get the ratings yet for Ready to Love, so I don't know if that's true. The ratings for the show were just as impressive as the trending social media headlines. Lies right off the bat. The ratings were on the decline, Crystal. With blogs fighting to release the latest intel on Melody Cherie, her ex-husband Martell Holt, and the rest of the cast. Carlos King's flagship franchise for Love and Marriage proved to be his biggest success and biggest headache as the breakdown in his relationship with the show star Melody became a daily topic of discussion on social media. Well, the fans aren't idiots. Fans learned that there was no love lost between the former allies when Melody attacked Carlos King's leadership ability during a live. Did she really attack it, or did she call it out? I don't feel it was really an attack. She was just saying what everyone else has been saying while promoting her beauty brand. Melody alluded to Carlos King taking revenge on her for not agreeing to work with him in the future just before. Whoa. Actually, Crystal, it was he wanted to have her work under him, as in he wanted to manage her and wanted to control her and control her opportunities. Let's get it correct. Just before the reunion and after snagging the Reality Queen Award from, I thought it was Reality TV Queen Award, from the American Reality Awards, it's been around for over 11 years, Melody announced that she was leaving the show and was anticipating the next chapter of her life. Her exit was planned to perfection, with her 7th Avenue product line selling out and the rest of the cast fumbling over themselves with arrest warrants, infidelity allegations, child custody battles, and lies unraveling left and right. Melody's exit felt strategically planned the entire season, as her relationships with the entire cast felt as though she were going through the motions to close the chapters on her long-standing relationships with her ex-husband. Both, well, she wasn't even filming with him, so what are you talking about? Both sets of the Scotts, Stormy Steele, Destiny Payton, and even Chris and Nell Fletcher. No. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Mel gave Carlos King a final warning. That final warning was at the Reality TV with the King event in Huntsville. That was Carlos King's warning that, hey, tighten up. Like Samuel L. Jackson said at the Super Bowl, tighten up. If you don't tighten up, I'm gone. And Carlos King, just like Martell, never thought Mel would leave, and thought that he could continue to poke because Mel was the only star in the cast that was giving him anything, and he bet wrong. Melody is irreplaceable on LMH. Now, this I agree with. The only thing Melody may have not anticipated was the drama from the unedited version of the reunion release through several unconventional channels. Still, she carried herself with grace and class, not losing her cool during the reunion and proving that she was truly the queen of Huntsville. During a final 3 part of the reunion, Kimmy Scott mentioned in the early years filming in the series and attempting to explain why Melody should have acknowledged her OG status, she admitted, okay, well, seriously, it was over a room. If you're multi-millionaires and you wanted a different room or bigger accommodations, why didn't you stay at a different hotel like Stormy? Make it make sense. And so, nonetheless, she admitted that the entire show was Melody's idea, and the core group, Melody and Martell, Kimmy's husband, well, he wasn't her husband at the time, y'all. He got that marriage to secure, them being on the show, because it was not love and marriage for Kimmy and Maurice at the start. Let's keep that clear. And MARSAU and Letitia Scott filmed for free in Melody's backyard, hoping to catch the eye of Carlos. At that time, Kimmy wasn't married. She wasn't even, never mind. I have Carlos King and make it to television.
Kimmy's revelation didn't land exactly where she intended. Instead, it exposed to audiences how diligently Melody worked to get the show on the air. It also raised eyebrows when the final part of the reunion wrapped and audiences wondered how a show that was Melody's brainchild would find continued success without her presence or, at the bare minimum, her blessing. The breakdown of Melody and Martell earmarked the end of an era on LAMH. For years, the LAMH audiences have speculated about Martell's mistress, the concubine, joining the cast, especially after the covert couple had a baby boy together. Nobody cares. Knowing how hard Melody worked to build the show and understanding that she and Martell were the apex of all the relationships of the show, it's hard to imagine audiences being equally invested in the relationship without her presence. Kimmy and Letitia have had the most authentic relationship among the women on the show as sisters-in-laws and stand totally independent of Melody. Not really. I think they stand dependent on Melody. Still, the conversations and disagreements between the two have never inspired the same type of audience engagement as their interaction with Melody. Kim even acknowledged that she wouldn't hang out with Letitia if they weren't related through their husbands because of their stark personality differences. Absolutely. There's no way they would still be cool to this day if it weren't for the fact that they were married to their brothers. The recent additions of Stormy, Sunny, and Trish haven't resonated with audiences in a way that would assure audiences that a new principal female was on board. Out of the three, Stormy has the strongest on-screen presence. No, she doesn't. What does she do this season? When the going got tough, Stormy quit. When Stormy didn't get her way, Stormy quit. That is not somebody who has a strong on-screen presence. That is somebody who folds when the pressure is too hot and things do not go their way. Instead of being a mature person and an innovative person on something that you could try to find a way to improve, you go run with the tail between your legs. So she announced she and her husband were leaving the show mid-season because of the negative residue it was leaving on her $1 million business, Canvas Beauty. Well, I don't know if that's truly true. It was before, it was going to hit the fan about Kyle's lawsuit. And also there's been scandal after scandal in terms of, these people not getting their orders, issues with the products, this and that, people trying to get refunds and Stormy running game on them and this and that. Like, there's all types of tomfoolery. Ex-producer turned cast member Sunny has also left the show. Letitia, Kimmy, and Nell, even the wild card that is Trisha, are all great supporting characters. I wouldn't even go that far. But Melody's absence leaves a hole for main character that the other ladies are not able to fill. And see, this is interesting because we've been saying this. I always have been saying this. You're not ready for prime time. You're not ready for prime time, so y'all can all throw the shade all y'all want to. But the real reason you're mad is because Mel's gone. See, you thought that you were going to get all your faves on the show and have them attack Mel so y'all could have a key, and Mel told y'all, deuces. And now y'all don't know what to do with yourselves. You guys are falling apart. Huntsville became a cultural hint because of the power couple myth that Mel and Martell represented. Their marriage ending caused a domino effect in the other relationships throughout the cast that has continued to unravel. Carlos has added other characters unsuccessfully, including, Big Lou and Tiffany Whitlow. Tisha's mom, and Stormy and her husband, Courtney. The LAMH audience has tolerated some personalities more than others, but for the most part, the LAMH audience consists heavily of Melody's loyal fan base titled the Millimeters. Here we go, y'all. The Millimeters, y'all got y'all own type of paragraph. Mel supporters. The Millimeters have supported Melody through the pain of Martell's infidelity and through the triumph of her divorce and reemerges as a single mother and businessman. See, this is wrong already. Mel supporters, and not just Millimeters, right? They came out in droves because this entire cast decided after the divorce that they were going to treat Mel like crap. They were expecting Mel to be broke and destitute, knowing daggone well Martell contributing nothing to the financials in that marriage. He was just the face, the look good guy and everything else to look good on all the promos. But it was Mel that was doing all the heavy lifting. So how dare you? So that was why y'all decided that y'all were going to try to fight Mel and try to make crazy allegations against her. That is when the rise of Mel's fan base really took off. During the scandal surrounding the reunion, many of them waged a movement to veto the reunion and pressured people online not to watch it because of conversations that painted their heroine in a bad light. As season 9 has wrapped, it is impossible to distinguish between the LAMH fans and the Millimeters. On social media, they have morphed into one mega group that support Melody and would not support 11 Marriage Huntsville season without their fave. Here's the thing, you guys. It's bigger that, like, y'all are thinking so simple-minded, right? You're thinking so simple-minded. The show as a whole is a complete and utter disaster. It's not worth tuning in for. But because y'all decided that y'all were just going to make Mel the focus and try to trash and bash her, everybody has given you their bleep to kiss as a result. Then it says Marcel and Tisha are the only hope for a successful show without Melody. Well, that's already in the toilet because Tisha can't even get subscribers on YouTube, and Marceau's pissed off due to the backlash of the reunion because finally people were, I think some of it was fake love, but he was finally getting a little bit more fan support this season, and I think it was mainly in part because he was playing nice with Mel. So it might be a false positive there, but he's mad again because this backlash that Tisha's getting is not good for him. Letitia and MARSAU did a live recently from her Instagram accounts. That was embarrassing. My thumbnail, you guys, if you have not seen that video, is hilarious because it has Derek Jackson and his wife when he was exposed for cheating on her. That is how that live looked. Asking audiences if they wanted to see more of their businesses. No, Crystal. That is not what happened. Crystal, they asked on that, ridiculous live, what would you like to see from us? And you're going into your 10th season. Stop the madness. If there's any hope of Love and Marriage Huntsville surviving with, I think it says surviving without Melody, it would require Marceau and Letitia to step their game up immensely to involve more of the drama of their restaurant black and their real estate deals. But they're what real estate? Of the two, Marceau is the bigger draw, as his personality is one of the more polarizing of the show. And that's the thing with Tisha, right? Y'all falsely have hyped up Tisha and falsely have hyped up a fan base that doesn't exist. The appeal around Tisha was her husband, Marceau, when he's not being an a-hole. And then also there's an appeal of people who like him being an a-hole to her. And then it's Tisha's mom. But Tisha herself is too messy. And therefore, that's not what the appeal is to her. The appeal is associated with her husband or her mom. It is not her standing alone. And so, nonetheless, he's the bigger draw as his personality is one of the more polarizing on the show. Fans either love Marceau's sarcasm or they pray for his downfall. The energy is enough to empower the couple to have a shot at leading the cast in the wake of Melody's abandonment. Marceau stepped up to Melody at her final event, Mimosas with Melody, and suggested he ran into a lot of his own fans at her event. There are a lot of Millimeters here, but there are also a lot of Mars soldiers, he joked. If there is any hope for Love and Marriage Huntsville, it relies on the shoulders of Marceau to stop being condescending towards his wife and instead empower her as a leading woman. Well, Marceau said himself on that ridiculous live that anything that we saw from them in the future on the show was going to be acting, that it wasn't going to be real anyways. Make it make sense. So if we see scenes of him trying to dote on Tisha, according to him, it's fake. They're acting from a script. The truth should work on creating that illusion of the perfect power couple that Melody and Martell embodied when they started the show. See, this is the problem right there. Creating an illusion is filled with nothing but delusion. This is a reality show. You shouldn't be having to create anything. You should be able to be yourselves and show your reality. This is why the show is going to continue to fail. LAMH audiences have been familiar with Marceau and Letitia for 9 seasons, making it unlikely they will shift their perspective on the two and start to envision them as the principal couple. Marceau and Letitia are Carlos's only hope. Well, if he's putting his hope into them, then this is already down the wrong path. Let me just give you the short version. Nobody left Carlos King should be putting his hope into. He should look for fresh talent, fresh couples, and everything else. He should do a complete kibosh on this. And he's acknowledged that the audience is slow to warm up to new personalities over the years, but we also get sick of the same personalities over the years. The cast is filming currently and no doubt giving their best shot with an over-animated storylines and dramatic disagreements. They know the millimeters will be waiting to trash the upcoming season as soon as it premieres, so it is likely that Melody will have the last laugh. What was the point of that jab at the end? And so then there's comments already, y'all. Yes, it will. Let's keep it all the way. 100. From day one, Melody has had a powerful mouth on her, but like the other said, her head has gotten too big for her shoulder. No, that's BS. And then what else does it say? I won't be watching LAMH. I don't like any of the people in the cast enough to continue. So here's the thing I don't understand, this thing about Melody getting a big head and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Everybody on the show has gotten a big head. The problem is some of them are delulu in having a big head. And you were jealous that Melody was the main one that was able to prosper and succeed the most out of all of y'all. So all y'all do is throw shade at her and throw shade at her fans. But the reality is y'all could have been using that time to tell something about yourselves and build your own fan base. You were basically trying to divide and conquer thanks to your brother MARSAU, and trying to steal fans of MEL or completely wipe them out of the LAMH sector in hopes that that was going to usher in more support for you. But the problem is, even when there's been opportunities for you guys to have front and center stage, it has flopped. It has been a disaster. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch it. So y'all have nobody to blame but yourselves. Some people just have the it factor, and the it factor is not with you. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.